And just like that, the Chase Trifecta is completed. Hello there friends, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're gonna talk about everything you need to know about the Chase Trifecta. Some of the things we will cover in these videos are what is Chase Trifecta, explanation of the setup, and brief summary of each card that makes up the Trifecta. We will also talk about why you might consider running this setup, some of the pros, best strategy to get the Trifecta, who should and shouldn't run this setup, and a lot more. As always, there will be a chapter tools down below, so if you want to skip around, feel free to do so. If that all sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button while I roll the intro. Right, so what is Chase Trifecta? So it's a setup that usually includes 3 credit cards issued by Chase, hence the name Chase Trifecta, which earns same kind of reward, which is ultimate reward points. This will help maximize the point earning potential. So which cards from Chase earn the ultimate reward points? So there are 7 credit cards that earn ultimate reward points that you can actually apply for. On the personal side, you have Freedom Unlimited, Freedom Flex, Sapphire Preferred, and Chase Sapphire Reserve. Over on the business side, we have Ink Unlimited, Ink Cash, and Ink Preferred. But for the sake of this video, we're not going to focus on any of the business card. We're going to stick to the personal ones, specifically Freedom Unlimited, Freedom Flex, and the Chase Sapphire Preferred, which in my opinion is the best setup for starting out. And that is exactly what I currently have. So let's briefly go through each of the credit cards. Starting off with Freedom Unlimited, you get 5% cashback on travel through Chase's portal, 3x on dining including takeouts and drugstore, and 1.5% on all other purchases. And it currently has a welcome bonus of $200 after you spend $500 in the first 3 months. It also has a 0% intro APR for 15 months from account opening on all purchases. And you'll get all of this for $0 annual fee. Second card on the list, we have Freedom Flex. So this card, you can earn 5% cash back up to $1,500 on combined purchases in bonus category on quarterly basis. This is an example of a bonus category in each quarter. Reminder, you do have to activate this every quarter. And with this card, you will also be able to earn 5% cash back on travel purchase through Chase, 3% on dining, 3% on drugstore, and 1% on all other purchases. And like the Freedom Unlimited, this card also has a welcome bonus of $200 after you spend $500 on the first 3 months. And it also has that 0% APR for the first 15 months. And the annual fee of this card is $0. Now let's complete the Trifecta with the Chase Sapphire Preferred. I'm not going to go into too much details because I have already done a full video explaining everything you need to know about this card. You can watch that video right over here or find a link in the description below. But let me tell you what makes this card so good in completing the Trifecta. First of all, you have this insane 100,000 reward points after you spend $4,000 in the first 3 months. Value of these points, if you simply redeem for cashback, is $1,000. If you redeem it for travel, or if you redeem it using the Chase's pay yourself back feature, it will be $250. And if you use it for transfer partners, it will be over $2,000 and above, depending on how you redeem those points. Now, this is the only card in this setup that has the annual fee, which is $95. This card earns 2x on travel and dining, which is nothing to write home about. But the biggest benefit of this card is its ability to multiply the UR points by 1.25 when you redeem for travel or use the pay yourself back feature, which means that whatever point you earn from all the other cards, you can just combine it for higher value. With this card, you will also unlock the access to Chase's transport portal, which can potentially give you higher redemption value for your points. Now, let's talk about why you want to run this setup. Now, there are a couple different reasons why you might consider running this setup. First of all, it's relatively easy to manage and points are easy to redeem. Second, it has a high points earning potential in the first year for a relatively cheap cost, $95. Third, you can easily upgrade it to reserve or downgrade it to one of the Freedom cards in the second year depending on what makes sense to you. Fourth, and this is the most important one, the points have higher floor value, meaning you will at the minimum get 1 cent per point, but it also has the potential to be a lot higher. Now let's talk about the best strategy to apply for the Trifecta. If you currently do not have any credit card, Chase will probably not give you one. So you should at least have one credit card with minimum of 3 to 6 months of history. After that, you can apply for either Freedom Flex or the Unlimited. Doesn't matter because you will get the other one next anyway. I personally went for the Flex because it has the rotating 5x category, which potentially gives you a chance to earn more points. So let's talk about how long should you wait to apply for the next Chase card. In my personal experience, 3 months is the optimal time to wait before applying for the second credit card. This will ensure that you will automatically get approved, provided that you don't have any negative credit history within that month. You can always risk it and apply within a month or two, but you might have to go through their reconsideration line. But I recommend you just wait it out because this is a long game. It's not a race, it's a marathon. Now at this point, if the welcome offer for the Chase Sapphire Preferred is still 100k, you can try your luck and apply for this card. Keep in mind the minimum credit limit for this card is $5,000. So you have to have an existing credit line that has a minimum of $5,000. This can be one card with $5,000 or multiple cards that adds up to $5,000. Assuming that you were able to pick up the preferred, next go for whichever freedom is left. But like I said, the order doesn't matter. As long as you get all three, you should be fine. And just like that, you will have completed your Chase Trifecta within 6 to 9 months. Now let's talk about how to optimally use this setup. Just to keep it simple, you can use Freedom Flex just for the rotating category to get 5% cashback. If you can't remember the category, there is no shame on getting a label maker and putting it on this card every quarter. That's what I do anyway. You can use the Sapphire Preferred for all travel, excluding travel booked through the Chase's portal to get that 2x points. Obviously, if you are using points, you're gonna use the Chase Sapphire Preferred to get the higher value, but if you are using cash, I suggest you use either Freedom Unlimited or Freedom Flex for that 5% cashback on travel purchased through the Chase's portal. You will also use the Freedom Unlimited for dining and drugstore to get that 3% cashback, and pretty much use this card for everything else to get that 1.5% cashback. This card will serve as a catch-all card. This way you will at least be getting 1.5x points on all your purchases. Now I keep saying cashback and points, but even if Chase markets it as a cashback, you will be earning points, so it's the same thing. Now let's talk about who should run this setup. If you are a beginner to a credit card game, you might want to start off with this setup. Like I mentioned before, it is a relatively easy setup to manage and points are very straightforward to use. Whether you want plain and simple cashback setup or plan to travel in the future, this will work great for both. Chase also has an unpublished 524 rule, which basically says that if you have 5 or more credit cards within the last 24 months from any issuer, you are not eligible for Chase's credit card. So if you start early with Chase, you will be able to move through the Chase ecosystem without any issue. Okay, let's talk about who might not want to run this setup. Anyone who wants to carry a balance on their credit card shouldn't run this setup or get any credit cards. We talk about getting 3% or 5%, but the interest rate in this credit card is like 20% on average. So if you think you might carry a balance, well, you can do it within the first 15 months because both Freedom Flex and Freedom Unlimited have 0% intro APR, but I would still suggest you pay your card in full at the end of the month. Finally, let's talk about some of the cons of this setup. Number 1, points earning categories aren't that great. Sure, you'll get 5% rotating categories, but they are $1,500 every quarter and you never know if you get something useful or not. Number 2, it significantly slows down in the second year. It's an issue with all credit card setups actually. You feel great while you gather all that welcome bonus in the first year, but after that it gets pretty dry. But thankfully, if you want to move on from this setup, you can simply downgrade one card into no annual fee and there you go. You don't have to worry about it anymore. Last one is that Chase doesn't really have many transfer partners as other competitors, but I personally think they have more than enough. Lastly, before we end this video, I wanted to do a quick value calculation of the 3 cards in the first year. If you just count the welcome bonus, 100,000 reward points from Chase Sapphire Preferred, 20,000 from Freedom Unlimited and 20,000 from Freedom Flex. Combine that, you will get 140,000 UR points. If you just simply redeem those points for cashback, you will have 1,400, and if you subtract the annual fee, $95, you will have $1,305 in the first year. So as you can see, you're getting ton of value from this setup. And with that, we come to the end of the video. Let me know in the comments if I miss anything. If you want to learn more about Chase Sapphire Preferred, click here to watch that video. But other than that, I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.